some action, had my radio set on a rap station. Saw a girl in trouble, a sticky situation. She wanted me to give her mouth to mouth and just catch on.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to World Wrestling Radio, Episode 1. Starting all over again. Niko Exxtra going solo. No time for business, no time for messing around. You're just going to get me from now on. How do you think about that? All Niko, all the time. Let's get rid of this stupid song. Just Niko. That's how it's going to be. I'm getting straight into it. Halloween Havoc was last night. It was amazing. I got to go live to it in celebration of the spookiest month. NXT presented Halloween Havoc. This show promised huge bouts, championship gold, and it definitely delivered. For those of you that did not get the chance to watch it, I highly recommend you go watch it on Hulu. It's available there, and it definitely delivered, starting with the main event, Braun Breaker versus Tommaso Ciampa. Not trying to flex, but I did get a picture with the champ. By the way, he did retain. Tommaso Ciampa still the champion. I got a picture with him after the event, making my entire evening, putting the little cherry on top, if you will. But it was a really good time. I personally really enjoyed it. Tommaso Ciampa really gave Braun Breaker what he needed. He needed a moment to show that he is the real deal and he's meant to be in the main event. And that's exactly what he did. I did notice one botch, obviously, where he went off the top rope and slipped. But overall, the kid, I don't want to call him kid, I don't know how old he is, but Braun Breaker definitely has the potential that you're looking for to be a main event wrestler. And Tommaso Ciampa had no problem putting him there. He didn't win this time. Braun Breaker lives to fight another day, but it definitely put him into a moment of greatness, if you will. Raquel Gonzalez, the championship match, women's championship match between Raquel Gonzalez and Mandy Rose was pretty awesome, if I must say. Mandy has come so far in what she used to be and what she is now in professional wrestling. She always had the looks. She's always been beautiful. But, man, she can go now, and it's quite impressive to see her in the ring doing her thing. Not only that, but she held her own against Raquel Gonzalez, who at this point is one of the top professional women wrestlers they have going right now. Raquel's awesome. I've enjoyed watching her run as the champion. I think she dropped the belt to potentially move up. And then, by the way, Dakota returns and hits her right in the back with a shovel quite aggressively, if I must say so. That was pretty awesome to see that happening. Not only did Mandy Rose come out on top, but Toxic Attraction, JC Jane, and Gigi Dolan also came out on top with the women championship belts. They got to actually be in a ladder match against Indy, Persia, Io, Zoe, all kinds of great athletes, and showcase what they had. And I'm going to tell you, they held their own. Is it too soon for them to become the women's tag team champions of NXT? That's yet to be determined. But at this point, it looks like Toxic Attraction is getting a huge push, and that's exactly what they need right now, because Zoe Stark and Io Shirai, in my opinion, has not had a great run. They tried to show them as a great team, but not a great duo as people, but it didn't really work out. And I think Toxic Attraction's working out, and I definitely think Indy's working out. I don't know if Indy needs Persia, but Persia is quite the athlete. She's strong, she's aggressive, she's new. I've really enjoyed watching her dominate the last couple of weeks. In other news, MSK Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal ended up doing a great match, and MSK ended up losing to the new tag team champions, Imperium. Those guys always end up delivering. That I'll tell you right now, Imperium, the two young guys on Imperium, Fabian and I can't think of the other guy's name. He's going to be mad when I say it. Those two dudes are amazing, and I've really enjoyed watching Imperium just basically dominate. And wait till Walter comes over full-time into the world. It's going to be so great to see Walter kicking ass. You know, it's cool to see LA Knight as well. LA Knight having his little spat with the one and only Grayson Waller, turning out with Sika Samoa, or whatever his name was. I don't know his real name. I'm sorry. Let me pull it up and make sure I get it right. He actually came out and made his debut, and looked pretty amazing. It's the Usos' younger brother. I only know, I'm not sure if it's Jacob Fatu. It's one of them. But his Solo Sikoa, that's what it is. I said Siko Samoa. Solo Sikoa came out, beat the hell out of everyone, and looked dominant. He's going to be there for a short period of time. They'll be moving him up. And just think, if he joins the bloodline, how scary is that going to be? Because Solo, Usos, and Roman Reigns, the man, Roman freaking Reigns, I don't see Roman losing for like the longest period of time. You know what I mean? I don't see Roman Reigns losing all the way to WrestleMania, and he might not even lose at WrestleMania. You know, he's that kind of dominant wrestler at this point in time. And I'm just going to sit here and talk about Roman Reigns and the Roman reigns that he's had. He's been winning for a really long time now, and Roman Reigns has been dominating not only professional ratings, but he's been professional wrestling, but he's been dominating the ratings. And if you add Solo Sikoa to him, or if you add Nia Jax, isn't Nia Jax related in some way, shape, or form to them? Think about if Nia Jax joins them. It's going to be crazy to see them. You know what I mean? To see those people all come together and form a true bloodline of domination. It's going to be amazing. And Roman, congrats to you. You've had such a great run to this date. I think you're over 400 days. Sure, you're going to go 500 days, 600 days, 700 days, but to have that kind of domination is quite impressive. I've seen Roman, come on as the Shield with Seth and Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley. And I've seen these guys have quite the amazing run, to be frank. Maybe one of the best runs of all time. It's been just so great to see them. And to see Roman in the level he's at now. Truly the top professional wrestler at the very top of his level. There's no one higher than Roman Reigns right now. He's just the man. And speaking of higher, let's just go straight into it. Now, there's a chance he could be competing for the WWE Heavyweight Championship by the end of the year. He's over as hell. Granted, you don't want to put Big E versus Matt Riddle, two faces going against each other, but this is something that could definitely take place, and I would love to see Riddle get his moment in the sun where he could actually get the shot to show what he's really about. And the reality is he's probably the toughest guy in the back. He's got that Umaga type persona to him where it's like you don't want to F with this dude because he could totally kick your ass. I want to take a moment and thank our sponsors. Wrestling News Source, thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family. Really enjoyed our relationship that we have. I've known Ben for a really long time, and being a part of them has really helped us out. It's been a really great relationship, despite the other people in the group that probably drag us down more than elevate us, but that's all right. I hope you're listening to you, little turd. Edge defeats Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. The match went 27 minutes and 40 seconds. What a match. I'm going to give my applause to them. They were definitely kicking butt and taking names. So you guys get my applause of the day. Congratulations. That was quite the match. To see Edge be able to go 27 minutes at this point is impressive for anyone, let alone a man with a fused neck, doing his thing. That match was awesome, and it shows that Edge still has it, But the reality is, how much does Edge still have in that tank? I'm not quite sure that answer, but I don't think it's very much. Jimmy and Jey Uso, they defeat the Hurt Business tag team pinfall. They did really great. That match, I know everyone feels a certain way about the Saudi Arabia match, but the reality is it's really good for business for the WWE, and they're able to get a great opportunity financially to get a lead start on the 2022 year, and gives everyone money. Yes, it's probably $50 to $100 million that they're pulling. And yes, the wrestlers are getting $100,000 checks for showing up for one day. That's what's insane about it. So Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. I thought the match was going to suck. I thought it was going to be a 5-minute match. It actually did go 11 minutes and 25 seconds. I enjoyed it thoroughly, which is something I don't normally say about Goldberg because he's usually pretty boring. But he delivered on multiple occasions lately, and he's really been holding his own for a 50-year-old man. So I do give him his kudos for that. Xavier Woods defeats Finn Balor to become the king of the ring. King Xavier. All hail King Xavier. He is now the champion. The Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't really understand what that was about. Why did he take this title or the crown from Baron Corbin and become the champion? It was just stupid because then he just lost it, and then the next thing you know, Xavier Woods is the champion. Finn Balor, I thought was going to be. They said the prince could become the king, but it just didn't take place. So no go for Mr. Finn Balor. Sorry for your luck. He continues to not get it done, unfortunately. Day late, dollar short for him. I still see him winning a championship belt in the future. Zelina Vega defeats Doudrop to become the queen of the ring. Queen's Crown Tournament. The finals match went 5 minutes and 51 seconds, probably making the entire tournament under 25 minutes, but still, congrats to Zelina. She deserves it. She is a queen. She's going to rock that queen's crown amazingly, and it's going to be great to see her. Big E defeats Drew McIntyre in another big match. It was really awesome to see Big E do his thing and win clean against Drew. This is a solidifying Big E as a heavyweight champion, and it's awesome to see him do his thing. Becky Lynch defeats Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks in a banger. The girls obviously are constrained over in Saudi Arabia, but are still able to show. In my opinion, Bianca Belair is the star of the stars. Out of all the people you see there, you wouldn't think Bianca is the one, but she is. She really held her own. She's by far the most physically strongest woman. And that match went 19 minutes, by the way, which is very long for a women's match, in my opinion, in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure they definitely had to deliver and had weight on their shoulders to do so, and they definitely did. And then the main event, of course, Roman Reigns. I prematurely played his music. Let me put it back on. Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar to retain his Universal Championship. The match goes 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Roman Reigns obviously has Mr. Paul Heyman come out and assist him, but still, I wouldn't say he assisted him, let's be honest. He threw the belt in the middle of Brock and Roman, thus leaving more controversy, which is exactly what we're looking for, and thus giving them the opportunity to really do their thing. So it was cool to see it. Roman comes out on top. Usos came out, interfered. Bloodline's always going to interfere to some extent, so Brock needs to figure out a way to defeat that. He needs to get him his own group so he can also defeat them. He needs his own bloodline. Maybe Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable would be cool. It'd be really cool. Anyways, guys, World Wrestling Radio 2.0, if you will, is going to be a much shorter segment. I'm not going to be doing hours. I'm going to be doing 15 to 20 minutes once or twice a week, talking professional wrestling. If you have anything you want to talk about, feel free to reach out to me on social media at Niko Exxtra. You might have heard of me. I have 500,000 followers on TikTok, 20-some thousand on Twitter, 20,000 on